Hey guys, what's going on? This is a video about cleaning the Canik. Now, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. I just kind of wanted to show you guys how I did it. Now, this is not loaded, but before you do anything, you want to make sure you take your mag out, of course. Check down here. Make sure everything's clear, which it is. And to take down the Canik, you basically, it's actually one of the easier guns to dismount. You just basically, right there, you just pull the trigger on this one, make the striker go forward, and then you just take down the sides here. It automatically pushes forward. You just pull forward a little bit and it comes out like so. Now, I have cleaned this before a couple times. It's pretty self-explanatory. Just anywhere you have contact with, where there's going to be some friction, you want to make sure you lube up there, of course. So I always use some of these hobs. Here, I'll make this a little bit taller here. There we go. I always use these hobs, little cloths here, but they're actually not the greatest with my experience, which I'm very new to the game. But I will show you here the reason why these are not so good. I mean, they do the job for what they are, but these ones just peel. Right as you get them wet, the threads just start to, I don't know if you can see that, but they just, here's a good example, they just peel right apart. And then they just fray and they get into your gun, and then you end up actually picking out more than you should be doing. Now, I always use a pair of gloves just because of the chemicals that are on the oil and stuff. But other than that, basically, I'll give you a quick rundown just because I know how long videos suck. But with this here, you go ahead and you could take out your spring here. You just press forward, pull back, and it slides out. And then for the barrel, you just go forward a little bit, and it releases like so. You have this here. Now, basically, when you're cleaning the receiver part at the top here, well, I don't guess not the receiver, the slide. Sorry. You just want to get down and into the crannies in here. Now, I will say that the Canik does run ammo pretty clean from as far as what I can tell, and I normally use like Cabela's Herders. It's pretty much white boxed Winchester for like a very good price. Basically, what you'll do is you'll just get down in here and you clean it up a little bit. You get it in here, and then to get down into these spots here, you just use a pick. Now, with my experience, the pick I don't really like to use because this one is very, very sharp. It's almost like a Dead Tools pick. And I have noticed as I was trying to get down into here, I can hear the scraping from metal to metal, and I don't want to do any damage to that. So if you are going to use a pick, just make sure you're very gentle with it. For some reason, I don't like that metal on metal rub. Now, this kit I did get off of Amazon. It has pretty much everything you'll need for a 9mm kit here. But the one that came with the gun is a beginner set, and it's not terrible. It doesn't necessarily have the extra like pick and stuff, but this is what actually comes with your gun, which is a barrel cleaner and the little pull through that you just put the cloth on. And basically, what I normally would do is I would normally put this through here like so. I'm not gonna show you guys how I do it just because I don't want the video to be too long, and I've literally cleaned this gun like 10 times, and I'm kind of open for ideas. I definitely want to learn as I go, being a beginner. I use this extreme duty Lucas CLP, and basically what I do is I spray it in here. I will rub it down really good with the towel first, and you'll see it get all dirty. Like, as you can already tell, there's some carbon on the actual cloth itself. Then I run it through, and I'll get down in here real lightly, and I'll kind of show you. I just go in here, clean that up real good. I get on top here, on the bottom, anything I see, and sometimes I'll get down in here, but you want to be very gentle with these little pieces, of course. You don't want anything to break or malfunction as you are cleaning your weapon, of course. And with the slide, or with the, the slide, I just do the same thing. I get down in there, make sure everything's cleaned. And then for the final stage, putting everything back together, now this is pretty over lubed, so I'm gonna actually clean a little bit of this off. I don't know how it got so lubed up. But there you go, there's that. And then basically, to re-lube it, I've been trying out everything. I got this bottle here, it's Remington oil. Got some break-free performance synthetic gun oil, and I also have the Hobbs 9 stuff right there. So I really got the kit specifically for this here, for better application. It's really nice to have like the fine point to be able to do that. And but I have not used it since my Hobbs did come with the fine tip, and I don't really find any issues using what these guys have given as far as from the factory, but you just have to be a little careful with it, that's all. Back to the cleaning of the gun, you're just gonna take the gun, or I'm sorry, the receiver, not the receiver, the slide, and you're going to just lube up everywhere that's got friction, contact points. So I'll get into I'll put some lube here. I'll put a little bit of lube down here for the barrel once it's in there, because with the Canik, you can see down in there, you can see that it does rub a little bit there. So anywhere I can see some friction or some metal on metal marks, I'll definitely make sure that I lube it. And then back together the same way. So basically just take the barrel and you just go with the tabs or the markings up top. Just go in, forward, straight back in, and it seats itself. You'll feel it in there. And then oh yeah, I forgot to mention, I do take the barrel and I will take the cloth piece here, and I'll clean out with this first. I will add some CLP to the bristles here, and then I'll clean the barrel going one way as much as I can. Then I will clean it all up with a new towel here, which, like I said, the Hobbs it just literally falls apart like it's, like it's an old rag, and that kind of frustrates me a little bit. I don't know why. I just feel like something like that should not fall apart as easy, especially when you're dealing with a gun, of course, in the safety. So to get the spring back in, basically, you'll just take the slide here. You want to put the piece that doesn't have the little notches on the back. You'll see those notches going forward, and then you'll just push on it. You'll feel it go in. Well, hang on a second, I got this in here all screwed up. I put this in wrong. I meant to do this way. So you want the tabs on the bottom. I said on the top. I just wasn't paying attention. Then you'll go with the barrel in there like so. Then you just pull it. I always double check it, make sure it seats properly. And then for the trigger or the handle here, I'll basically, you can see where my lighting's not real good, but I'll lube up here. I put a little bit of lube around here on the shiny metal piece here, and then on these tabs here. And then just to put it back together, every gun's obviously different, so different ways to pull them apart, different ways to put them together, and of course you want to make sure you're going by your manual. That is very important. So for this, the Canik is very simple to put together, just as easy as it was to take it apart. You just line your tabs up with these guys here, so like so, and then just, that's it. You just put it on there. Just do a little functions test, make sure everything's smooth. Don't have any lubricant or anything coming out of anywhere that it shouldn't. And the other thing, I saw some of people will put like the remnants of the oil that's on your gloves, and they'll like wipe off the finish and stuff. But I don't really do that. Haven't really had any problems, and I mean, maybe that's just what regular maintenance is. The only spot on the Canik that I did see that will get some lube coming out is right here on top. Not a big issue, at least I don't think it is. And if you guys have any advice, leave it in the comments. Again, I am pretty new to this, but I just wanted to share what I've learned with this gun. I'm actually in the works of picking up a P365, and I'm hoping to do that tomorrow, just to see the differences in just engineering, in the way things were, the differences between the two. And obviously that P365 is a lot smaller than this. So feel free to leave a like, maybe even hit the subscribe button if you enjoy the video. Leave any comments below if you guys want to see anything, or if you have any questions or tips. I always like to learn from everybody else out there. So appreciate you guys watching.